Welcome back. Here's another question on what mathematics in preparation towards white GCE exam. Now, in the diagram, MNR is a right angle. You can see this is what they are referring to here. MNR is a right angle, and by the fact that we're having a right angle here, then it has made this MNR triangle to be a right angle triangle. A right angle triangle is a triangle that has an angle of 90 degrees. This box represents 90 degrees. So MNR is definitely a right angle triangle. And then we are told that what MN is 15, as we can see, and then MQN is an angle of 72 degrees as indicated, and MR is 10 root 3. Calculate the value of x. That's the first question. We have to calculate the value of x. Now, to calculate the value of x, this is what our value of x is. So how do we go about that? That's the first question. How do we go about value of x? Because this is the angle x that we're looking for. But to get the value of angle x, we need the total angle here first. We need the total angle here first. And then it does not end there. We also need an angle here. Because if we get the angle here, you can subtract it from the angle here. You can take the angle here from here to get our x. So, and how do you get that? Is to name this whole angle here theta. And let's name this angle here beta. And definitely the value of x here for the figure 1a from the a, the value of x here will be x equal to theta minus beta. Now the question now lies in how do we go about getting beta and theta, because this is the key to getting our word x. Now to get our theta first, the first thing is to what? Consider the whole triangle M, because this theta is actually in a triangle MNR, the whole theta. So you have to draw that out first. I'm going to draw it out, theta itself. I'm going to use red. So we have triangle theta MR, then N. So we have 10 root 3, and then we have 15 meter. So that's the first thing you need to note, and then I will do it side by side with beta so that we can actually follow. To get beta, we need to consider the triangle MQN. So to deal with beta, we are going to consider a triangle and make sure that these angles have right angle triangle, because if it has right angle, if they didn't have right angle, we cannot use what we are going to apply next. So this is what beta here, and then we have 72 degree, and then what else we have here? We have 15 meter, and this is angle, this triangle MNQ. You can see the difference now. We have split the triangle out. So with this now, we have triangle this and this triangle this. But how do we get the theta? How do we get beta? Because note that we are looking for x. So to look for this now, we are going to find value of theta based on the information given to us. We are given 15 meter, and then we are given this. Note that we are considering this angle theta. So the angle, the side facing this angle here is what we called opposite, because this angle in consideration we call this one opposite, and this is the longest side, which is hypotenuse, and this is adjacent. So in a right angle triangle, we can only apply two principles in calculating angle or sides. You can actually apply Pythagoras theorem or trigonometry ratio, but in this case the applicable one is what? Is Pythagoras rule or the Pythagoras theorem, because we have two sides of the right angle triangle. We have adjacent and hypotenuse. So it's better we use Pythagoras what rule, which says hypotenuse square equal to opposite square plus adjacent square. So with that, we can easily get our what are we looking for? If we use this rule here, we are going to be getting one of our side, but the concentration is the angle. So sorry for that. We are not going to be using what this. What we are going to be using is what trigonometry ratio, because we are looking for angle. But if you are looking for side, you can use that hypotenuse square plus adjacent square equal to what? Hypotenuse equal to opposite square plus adjacent square. But what we are looking for is angle theta. And to get for this angle theta, we are going to relate this adjacent with hypotenuse, which is going to give us what? Adjacent over hypotenuse is going to give us cos, which is what? From the trigonometry ratio, the abbreviation of the trigonometry ratio, or the trigonometry ratio. When I talk about trigonometry ratio, we have cos, sine, and tangent. The cosine, the tangent, and the what? And the sine. So, but in this case, the one that is applicable is what? Cosine, because it relates what? Adjacent and hypotenuse. Please note that SOHCAHTOA here. Note the SOHCAHTOA here. SOHCAHTOA. So we can see here that this is adjacent of hypotenuse. This is cos here. Adjacent of hypotenuse. So I'm going to use that one here. So we have cos theta equal to adjacent over what? Hypotenuse. So with that now, we are going to get our cos theta to be adjacent. We use our adjacent. Adjacent is 15 over 10 root what? 3. 10 root 3. So I'm write this one very well. So whatever you divide them, then you have to have cos theta equal to that thing. So your theta is going to be cos inverse of what you get as decimal point. So let me quickly press that one on calculator. So we have 15 divided by 10 root 3. 10 root 3. 10 root 3. 15 divided by 10 root 3 is going to be what? It's going to be 0.866. This is 0.8660. This is the value of the angle here. This value of division. So we find the cos theta of it, cos inverse of this, which is equal to cos inverse of this is going to be what? It should give you what? It should give you 60. It should give you 60 degree, approximately 60 degree. But let me actually, because we are asked to approximate, that's why you cannot do it like that. Shift cos inverse 60 degree 0.08660. Okay, 30. Can you imagine? 30 degree. That's why it's not good to be assuming. So this is 30 degree. Approximately to one decimal place will give you 30 degree. Or to the nearest whole number, it's going to give you 30 degree. But the first thing is that you must first write the decimal in full, then you approximate it to what? To whole number. So what am I trying to say is that this actually will give you around 30.000. So approximating it to what? Whole number will be 30 degree. So that's why I don't want to go through that stress. So, and then let's go into the what? Getting the beta, please. Let's go to the beta because of my time. I don't want to take much of time on this video. So this one is, now to get the beta now, the same principle is applicable here. But you are going to label it for this hypotenuse. And then the opposite and adjacent may be a little bit different from what we use here, because the angle here is 72. We are using this angle 72 as the area of our concentration. Why am I using that? Because I can't just We cannot just get this beta like that. This beta, okay, there's not even need for us to even disturb ourselves in using Pythagoras or trigonometry ratio here. This is actually obvious. Why then be obvious is that we have 90 degree, we have 72, and we have beta. So what you are going to do is that beta plus 72 degree plus 90 degree is 180 degree is equal to 180, sum of angle in a triangle. So can you see? Not every question need PP formula. It depends on how you actually read the questions. So this is 90 degree, this is 72 degree, this is beta. So add them together and equate it to 180 degree. So this is going to be beta plus 162 degree equal to 180 degree. So we have beta equal to 180 degree minus 162 degree. So what do we have? 180 minus 162. So we have 18. Beta is 18 degree. 18 degree. So that's that. About that. That's that. About that. So 18 degrees. So since we have gotten this what? Since we have gotten these two angles, the first angle is theta is 30 degree and the second angle is 18 degree. So what we just need to do is to say, okay, therefore I'm going back to this. So we have to follow this video because I don't want to take much space. So therefore theta is going to be 30 degree minus 18. So, sorry, yeah, 30 degree minus 18. So x now will now be what? 12 degree. Final answer. X is 12 degree. So that's that about the question A, value of x. So let me check the video. The video is still on. So now, let's go to the word. We've gotten this, so I need to label some things here so that will help us to calculate some questions. Beta is what? 18 degree. So beta is 18 degree. Beta is 18 degree. Beta is 18 degree. Let me use my green pen so that you can follow. Beta is 18 degree. Then we have x is now 12 degree. And the whole angle here is 30. Theta itself is 30. Theta itself is 30 degree because the sum is what? Add it together, so it's 30. So then for me to write it. So take note of that. It's very, very essential. And so now let's go into the second questions, which says that we should calculate the value of QR. The value of QR, please. QR. The value of this is the next question here, but I would like to rub the board. The value of QR, this value is what we have to calculate. QR. So to calculate the value of QR, let me clean this first. Calculating the QR value. Calculating the QR value, which is the next question. Calculating the QR value. So we need this QR. To calculate QR, we need to get the whole length of this itself. We need to get the whole length of this. So you are still going to draw the triangle again, the bigger triangle, which is the triangle MNR, which I use red biro to draw the other time. Red pen, which is the 15 meter, this is 10√3. And then this angle here, this time around, is 30 degree because it's going to be the sum of 18 plus what? 12. And then we need to get QR here. You need let me label it first. To get QR, you need NR. And how do you get what? QR. We are asked to calculate line QR. Line QR itself is equal to line NR minus line NQ. Please follow to get that value. So to get line QR, you need to get line NR minus NQ. So the first thing is to get line NR, which is I'm about to get here, and then get line NQ. So the same rules that we used the other time, I'm going to draw this one out bit as well. The other triangles, let me just, so that we'll save our time as well. So I'm going to draw this triangle out and then get my NQ as well, which is 72. This is 72 degree. This is 18 degree now. And then we have what is 15 meter. And then we have M. So now, how do I approach this now? So this is where you're going to apply. You can apply Pythagoras theorem here. Because why am I applying this one here? Is because, let me go back. This is hypotenuse. If I consider this one is going to be opposite, this is going to be adjacent here. So please don't mix this up. So now, to do that now, you just need to say hypotenuse square, opposite square, plus adjacent square. Now the hypotenuse square is 10 root 3 all square equal to opposite square is what we are looking for, which is the n what? NR. So I'll quickly put it, this is NR, right? I'll quickly put NR square plus 15 square. So if you do this one is going to give you 100 multiplied by, that's multiplied by 3, that is 300. So everything here is 300. But use your calculator to confirm so that we'll be on the same page. Bracket 10 root 3 square. Square will be 300 equal, I said 300 here, as I said you confirm 300 equal to NR square. So this is 225 plus 225. Yeah, it's 225. So of course 15 square is 255, but let me confirm. It's better you compare. So NR square is equal to, you minus 225 from 300. So 300 minus 225, that is should be 75. So take square root of both sides. Take square root, so NR, take square root. Square root means that you take square root of 75. You get 5 root what? 3. If you want to take it to decimal, just take it to 8.66. 8.66. To one decimal place, it will be what? 8.7. Sorry, to whole number, please. The question says to whole number. It's going to be 9, approximately 9. To whole numbers is going to be 9. So take note of that. If you are taking this to do approximately whole number, it's going to be what? Approximately 9. 9. Because it is actually what? Approximately 9. Because it is to the whole number, approximately 9. So now let me go back to this because I'm taking time. Okay, let me go back to this. So this one will now be now, as I say, you need to follow diligently. Okay, now to get QR, don't forget we're using this formula. QR equal to NR minus QR, QN or NQ. And then we have successfully getting our words. NR. What's our NR now? 9. So it's 9. This NR here is what? 9. But we need NQ to get QR. So to get NQ, in order to get QR now, you consider this triangle that I've drawn. Now, how do you get NQ? That's a question. That's a big question. NQ here Not to confuse yourselves, you have to use one angle here, and I advise you to use an angle that is given in the question, which is 72. So don't use anything. Why? Because it's advisable for you to use the angle given in the question to be on the safer side. In case you miss this one, then you know that you are using the angle given from the question, so you don't miss the other one. Because if you miss this one, it means that you're going to miss the subsequent questions if you use the same thing. So that's why it's preferable to use this angle given to you in the question. So I'm going to use 72 instead of this, because I'm going to be using SOHCAHTOA. Don't forget this is SOHCAHTOA here, and I'm going to be, if I'm using this SOHCAHTOA now, this is going to be my angle in consideration now. This is going to be my opposite, this is going to be my hypotenuse, and this is going to be my adjacent. But the area of concentration is the QN, so this is adjacent and then opposite. Adjacent and opposite. I'm given opposite and I'm looking for adjacent. So you relate adjacent and opposite together. That will be tan theta, and my tan is what? My tan theta is adjacent over hypotenuse. Sorry, adjacent over opposite. Oh, sorry, tan. Go back to this if you are confused. Tan, opposite over adjacent. So tan theta is got opposite over adjacent. It's as simple as that. Then you proceed from there. Tan theta, which is 72 degrees, equals what? Opposite 15 over adjacent is what? My NQ that I'm looking for, NQ. So you just say, okay, NQ now equals to, NQ is equals to 15 over tan theta, which is tan 72 degrees. So I'm quickly going to clean this off now, since I've made use of this one finish. I'm going to clean it off so I will not get confused. I'm going to clean it off. So NQ now. So NQ is going to be what? Just do that one directly, and let's save our time. 15 divided by tan 75 and 75. 15 divided by tan 75. Let's put it in decimal points. That is 4. 4.019. Approximately to whole number is going to be 4.0. 4.0. So this is 4.0 and this one is 9. So 4.0 or 4 points. Sorry. So just do 4 point. First 4 is 4 to nearest whole number. So this is 4. So definitely your QR 9 minus 4. Therefore QR is equal to what? 9 minus 4, which is what? 5. As simple as that. As simple as that. So let me still check my video whether it's still recording. So, and then the last one is calculate the area of triangle NQR. You have to calculate the triangle NQR. What a tricky question. Triangle MQR. You can see that the question is a little bit tricky. Let me just clean up this, because we are find the words, the QR, which is 5 meter. Always remember the unit, the 5 meter. Please put meter. It's very, very essential. 9 meter, 4 meter, and then the subtraction will be 5 meter. So that's that. So now to calculate the triangle what? MQR. Triangle MQR. Let me quickly triangle MQR now. So the first thing is to draw that triangle out. So to draw that triangle out, we have something like this: MQR, and then we have this MQR. We have 12 degree. We have 10 root 3. and then which is meter. To the nearest whole number, we have QR to be. The QR that we get is what? Don't forget, the QR that we get is 5 meter, because it's 9 minus 4, which is 5 meter. So we can easily get our area now. And to get our area here, we have one angle, two sides. The best approach here is to use cosine. In fact, that's the only angle. Or you can use half AB sine theta to get area. In fact, that's the basic formula to get area. So area of triangle MQR is going to be half AB sine C, but this is not AB. We are going to change it to M. So I'm going to be changing it to what? Angle what? This I'm going to look. This is my angle here, which is going to be what? M. My angle is going to be M, and Y. My angle here is going to be M. So C is going to be M. Y, this one is going to be A is going to be Q here, and then B is going to be what? Okay, and B is going to be small letter M. Q, the opposite side of this angle is what we call small letter Q, and the opposite side of this angle M is we call small letter M. So if I want to write this formula, I can easily say, okay, area of triangle MQR, area of triangle MQR, area of triangle MQR is going to be half. Now this is my QM or MQ. So I wanted to do it small letter MQ sine capital letter M, just to follow this labeling. So capital letter M. So we have area now of triangle MQR is going to be now half. What's the M? M is 5 meter. But Q is 10 root what? 3, and then sine your angle 12 degree. So this one is going to cancel this 10 here. That is 5 root 3. So 5 root 3 times 5 sine 12. 5 root 3 times 5 root 3 times what? 5 sine 12. So everything's to give you 9.028. So 9.0. This one is going to be meter square now. 9.0 approximately. Sorry, 9 ordinary. Don't put 0.0. If you put 0.0, it's going to be 1 decimal place again. 9 equals to 9, approximately 9 meters square. So that's that about the question.